Hello, Dobie. It feels so good to be on vacation.
Yeah, that is something. This beach is absolutely perfect.
Wait, what? Oh my god, where are our legs?
I think we're missing a bit more than just our legs.
Hello, dear friends. From our introduction, you might have realized that we've lost everything except our head.
And today we have to put ourselves back together piece by piece. I already feel like Frankenstein.
Guys, don't forget to suggest in the comments what other games you'd like us to play. Now, let's go find ourselves.
Sounds deep, but anyway, these houses are definitely empty. Oh, what's this?
Looks like someone's belly. It doesn't seem like ours. Let's keep going.
Oh, look, there's our backpack and along with it, our torso. Hooray!
Great, we found the first part of our body. Now we just need to find the arms and legs.
This map is really huge, so we need to decide where to start searching.
Now we'll take care of that, but in the meantime, I saw something interesting and want to check it out.
I think I have an idea of what you're planning to do.
To do that, I'll need to detach our torso again. Haha! In real life, this would look pretty creepy, like something out of a horror movie.
I think we've rocked enough. Now we need to find the rest of ourselves.
You're right. If someone else mistakes and takes our parts, we need to hurry up.
Okay, let's start with this area.
All right, that's not our arm. Oh, I see some houses. I think this could be a good place to hide something.
But to make sure we don't miss anything, we need to thoroughly inspect the entire area. So, let's climb into all the hard-to-reach spots.
This won't be a problem since, as our subscribers know, I've been doing parkour since school. By the way, let's talk more about this while we explore these houses. I've always enjoyed jumping, climbing, and exploring everything around me. And now it's really come in handy.
I can't disagree. I remember that time we chased down robbers across rooftops. Your parkour skills allowed us to reach them quickly and efficiently, while I was just trying not to fall.
Yes, it was fun and a bit extreme. And also, when we were working in tough conditions, like during that rescue operation at the construction site, parkour helped me quickly and safely navigate obstacles.
Wait a second. I think something from this might be ours.
Let's check. Oh, this looks like our hand. Hooray, Dobie! Your intuition didn't let us down. Let's continue searching in this area.
So, where did we leave off? Oh, exactly. Parkour adds flexibility and confidence to your movements, which is very important when you need to act in unconventional situations, especially when you need to act quickly and precisely.
Exactly. Back in school, when I was just starting out with parkour, it was sometimes hard to maintain balance and coordination, but it gave me excellent physical conditioning and the ability to assess risks.
And remember how we tried to teach parkour to our colleague who was very shy? He was really nervous at first, but then, when he saw how it could help it work, he started practicing too.
Yes, and his progress was incredible. It not only inspired him, but also us. Parkour is not only useful at work, but also helps to keep a great mood and maintain physical fitness.
Agreed. You really turned out to be one of the best at it, and I'm glad your skills are helping us at work. Now I'm even thinking about trying something similar myself.
Oh no, it says a tornado is approaching. But it's okay, we were just about to check out the last house in this area. We can wait it out there.
Okay, we already have the torso, so let's head to the second floor.
All right, that's not our leg either. It looks like all the other body parts are in different areas. Let's quickly finish searching this one and move on.
Good. I saw that in another zone, everything is covered in snow. It's really cool how this place can change so dramatically over a short distance. 1 minute, you're lying out in the sun, and the next, you're diving into an ice hole next to polar bears. Such an interesting atmosphere.
I completely agree with you. Just looking at this fire reminds me of a story about how we went on a camping trip with our friends during one of vacations.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Let me start. That was one of the strangest nights of my life. We decided to camp right in the middle of the forest. We set up our tents. It was already dark, and around us was only darkness and the sounds of the forest.
We lit a fire to warm up and create a cozy atmosphere. Everyone started telling scary stories. Do you remember how our friend told a story about the Wendigo?
How could I forget? He spoke so convincingly that he had seen a real Wendigo in those woods. It sent chills down everyone's spine.
When it was time to sleep, I just couldn't fall asleep. It felt like I heard every rustle in the bushes. Strange vibrations and unnatural hums filled the night air.
Same here. Every movement of the wind or crack of a branch made my heart race. It felt like someone or something was watching us.
At some point, we all had a clear understanding that we were definitely not alone in that forest. But no one wanted to say it out loud to avoid scaring the others.
When everyone finally fell asleep, I started having a strange dream. In this dream, my arms and legs disappeared, and I had to search for them throughout the forest.
I had the same dream. I was walking through the forest trying to find my lost body parts. It was terrifying, and every time I felt close to the Wendigo, my heart just froze with fear.
When morning came, everyone who was with us on the camping trip started sharing their dreams. And you know what? Everyone had the same dream. It was incredibly strange.
Yes, it really was. I think our friend with his Wendigo story scared us so much that we all started having the same dreams.
Maybe, but in any case, it was an unforgettable experience. I think stories and trips like these only make us stronger.
Agreed, and next time we go camping, I'm taking something more serious than just a sleeping bag and flashlight.
Good idea, Labrador. Who knows what might await us next time in the forest?
Meanwhile, we still need to find the arm and legs. I think they're all in another area.
Wait, we need to check the last pile of limbs here.
No way, it's the second arm. Hooray! It's a good thing it's labeled, otherwise I wouldn't have recognized it since it's stuck in someone else's leg.
Great job, Labrador! Now we can head to the next zone with peace of mind. I think we need to thoroughly explore this forest.
Oh, what beautiful trees. I think they only grow in Japan, but I wouldn't mind if we had some planted near our police station.
I'm afraid it doesn't just grow there. I think there's a special climate or soil. Hey, what do you think about flying to Japan for our next vacation?
Dobie, that's a great idea. I think it would be interesting to explore beautiful places and the unique culture that's new to us.
But for now, let's focus on reassembling ourselves, since we still need to find a way to get to the plane.
Dobie, do you remember that chaotic week when our town was threatened by an invisible villain? It was a real test for us.
Yes, I remember. It was a real disaster. We were up against a rogue who, with the help of some reclusive scientists, created an invisibility cloak. It was a nightmare for the town.
Exactly. This villain didn't just disappear from sight, he was robbing banks and causing panic. On the bridge, he even sprayed paint on animals, and no one could figure out what was happening. I remember the entire street was in shock when we saw all those animals covered in colorful splotches.
Yeah, and the worst part was that no one knew how to fight an invisible enemy. We had to rely solely on our wits and intuition to catch him. The first few days were a real challenge.
We decided to focus on places where he might appear. I remember how we, along with our assistants, started patrolling the most vulnerable parts of the town and looking for any signs of his presence. It was like searching for a needle in a haystack.
Then we had an idea. We started checking places where his appearance might leave physical traces despite his invisibility. We paid attention to the paint he used and some strange noises that could occasionally be heard.
Yes, it worked. We discovered several small but crucial clues. Paint stains on trees and strange marks on the bridge. This helped us narrow down the suspect pool. We started tracking the patterns of his actions.
By then, we were confident that his next target would be a major city festival planned for the weekend. We prepared and set up hidden cameras to monitor any suspicious activities.
At the festival, we finally managed to catch him. He certainly didn't expect us to be watching every move he made. We were able to use a laser scanner sensitive to temperature changes to detect his invisible presence.
When we captured him, he was in complete shock. He thought his plan was flawless. But, as it turned out, we managed to outsmart his protective measures.
Yes, and since then, our town has returned to peaceful life. This experience showed how important it is to stay vigilant and use all available resources to protect our community.
And most importantly, we managed to restore normalcy to the town. We proved that no villainy can overshadow our spirit and determination.
Meanwhile, we haven't found anything in this zone, but let's not get upset. We just need to take a closer look at the places we've already been.
Wait, this looks a lot like our leg. Why didn't we check it before?
Looks like we went straight into the forest and didn't look around here. Hooray! We were so close yet so far. The question is, where is our other leg? Maybe it's on that island we saw at the beginning of the video?
Ah, both legs were in the same place. It's silly how our lack of attention stretched the search for a few more minutes. But never mind. The important thing is that we managed to put ourselves back together.
This was an unforgettable adventure. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. It seems we've accomplished our goal, and it's time to wrap it up. But don't be sad because we're about to start a new adventure in another place. Hello, dear friends. It's your loyal buddies, Sheriff Labrador and Dobie, here with you.
Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to try to escape from the mad scientist school.
I think we can do it.
Oops! Looks like he's not as blind as we thought. Run!
We've confirmed that he's quite observant. Now let's find out how fast he can run.
Darn it, why is the whole hallway flooded?
Looks like the janitor spilled a bucket of water. Maybe he'll slip on it and hurt himself, which would work in our favor.
Looks like the janitor spilled a bucket of water. Maybe he'll slip on it and hurt himself, which would work in our favor.
I blinked and missed where he went. Turns out he went into the sewer to keep an eye on us.
It's strange how he got down the manhole so quickly. I won't even ask how he did it on one wheel.
You've got me thinking. What if there are multiple robot teachers, and they've all gone crazy and are hunting us simultaneously?
Good theory, Labrador. We still need to unravel the mysteries of this place. For now, let's focus on getting through these challenges. I wonder why they're in the school's sewer system.
You're right, Dobie. Let's get into the zone and focus on completing this. Right now, our task is to hold on tight to these platforms to avoid falling into the acid.
Great, we haven't wobbled once. I think that says a lot, like your excellent coordination. It's clear that your parkour training is paying off.
Oh, whoa! The current is pulling us along quickly.
Ugh, it's waste. Did you forget we're in the sewer?
Of course not. I try to avoid thinking about it and stay careful not to step in any unpleasant surprises.
Haha, what did you forget over there?
He's so close to the goal yet so far away.
Look, we're out of that stinky place. Let's see what other surprises this teacher has in store for us.
Oh no, we forgot to look around before crossing the road and got hit by a car.
Interesting thought. Maybe this crazy teacher actually wants to educate students, but just has a very unconventional approach to teaching.
Perhaps, but in any case, it was a clear demonstration of why it's important to cross the road at a crosswalk.
In the meantime, we've ended up in someone's pool. These inflatable rings are very slippery. Let's make sure not to get wet. We still have the final battle ahead.
Oh, this is definitely hot. Maybe we can find a way around it?
Looks like the developer didn't appreciate our ingenuity. Well, let's just jump over this steam. I think it's pretty straightforward.
You were right, we're already moving on to the next location.
It looks like we've ended up in the chemistry lab. Oh my gosh, who splattered all the reagents on the walls? I hope we don't touch them, or we might end up losing our tails.
We made it through. Let's keep moving forward.
Oops, did we turn the wrong way? We've been here before.
Let's try to find out where we need to go.
Great, it looks like we ended up exactly where we needed to go.
Oh no, it looks like we woke him up. Guys, write the correct answers to these problems in the comments, and let's see if we still know how to count.
Oh, my favorite, the multiplication table. It's definitely 4 here.
What luck we're having. Now we need to look for the key somewhere. I hope it wasn't at the very beginning.
I think I see something that looks like a button. Let's check what it does.
What if it's a fire alarm button and it will call the firefighters to rescue us?
Unfortunately, no. It seems like it just activated the school bell.
I didn't notice him at first. The bell attracted him, and he found our location. But the gates have opened. We just need to speed up a bit.
Phew, we were on the edge. I shudder to think what he might do to us.
Imagine if he had a section like Freddy from FNAF's Security Breach. Brr.
I don't want to think about it, or I'm afraid I'll remember it while we're running, and my paws will give out. It looks like we need a key. It says it's somewhere nearby. Let's find it.
It should be behind this building. Aha, got it.
Nice. I always knew we had a good nose and intuition.
Very curious about what awaits us ahead.
It's been a while since we had a battle. I think there's a lot more interesting stuff ahead.
Well, why guess when we can see everything ourselves right now?
And here's a new character. I understand this is also a robot, and she can cook. Very convenient.
I completely agree with you. Hey, Dobie, have you ever wondered what it would be like if we had robots in real life, like in the game Detroit, become human?
Oh, that would be incredible. Just imagine how much we could achieve with such androids. They could help us with investigations, handle routine tasks, and even assist in emergency situations.
Exactly. I think having such robots would significantly ease our work. Remember when we played as Connor? He was an excellent detective, and his abilities were simply amazing.
Of course, I remember. Playing as Connor was one of the most exciting parts of the game. He wasn't just a robot, he was a true partner. We could use his analyzer to find clues and quickly solve complex cases.
Yeah, that was so cool. I remember us conducting investigations and gathering evidence at crime scenes. The moment when we found a key clue that helped solve the case was especially memorable.
Exactly. And then there were those moments when we had to make important decisions that affected the fate of the characters and the entire plot. It added a special atmosphere and tension to the game.
You know what else I liked? How the game made us think about morality and ethics. The questions raised in the game were very relevant. What is the place of robots in society? Should they have rights like humans?
Absolutely. The game made us ponder how we relate to technology and how far we're willing to go in its development. If we had robots like in Detroit become human, we would have to address many ethical and moral questions.
Right. But despite all the challenges, it would be great to have such helpers. They could assist us in various situations and maybe even become our friends.
Who knows? Maybe in the future, we will actually see such technology. For now, we can enjoy the game and dream about how cool it would be if Connor existed in real life.
Agreed, Dobie. Detroit, Become Human is not just a game. It's a whole world that makes us think about the future. Playing as Connor allows us to imagine what our future could be like.
Meanwhile, we've already gone through enough challenges, and I feel that the final boss battle is just around the corner.
Given our intuition today, this must be the battle room.
Not surprising anymore. I might just buy myself a couple of lottery tickets after we defeat this crazy teacher and escape from here.
He's such a crazy robot that he crafted an upgraded version of himself capable of taking on anyone. But we're sheriffs. We've faced tougher challenges before.
Look, we need to hit his legs with the bat. It seems like that's the weak spot of this robot.
Interesting. Is it really a robot? Or could it actually be a metal suit over the teacher robot? If that's the case, it's a very clever design, but also quite fragile.
In that case, I want to put forward my theory. I think he created a copy of himself, but since he's a robot, he has access to all internet resources. And there, he learned how to transfer his mind into another metal body. It's very exciting.
Hooray! We defeated him. Hey, how boldly they tricked us. Dobie, your theory sounds like the plot of a good movie. I'd watch it. Have you ever thought about becoming a screenwriter?
Honestly, I've always had a vivid imagination, but I've noticed that I'm best at helping people. Plus, in our line of work, a creative approach never hurts.
Let's go! We almost got him. He's got just a little HP left.
He's quite clumsy and slow-witted. We've just been circling around him the whole time.
We finally killed it. Got it.
You're right. We've destroyed him, not just taken him down. Anyway, now the students of this school can sleep peacefully.
You're right. This adventure has been unforgettable. But unfortunately, it's come to an end. Thank you for joining us, dear friends. But don't be sad. Right now, we're starting a new one in a different place. Hello, guys. Today, Dobie and I will be taking care of Boo.
But it's not that simple. We need to be extremely careful or else Bo will get angry.
Our task now is to feed Boo. I wonder if he likes broccoli.
I don't think he likes broccoli. No kids like them.
But still, let's find him some food.
I think we can feed him a very tasty burger.
He doesn't seem to want to eat a burger. Maybe he wants a different kind of food.
Let's still try feeding him a burger. After all, everyone loves burgers.
Looks like he's the exception. Let's feed him something more appropriate.
Of course. Let's feed him bananas then.
He's a very picky eater. I think he only likes certain foods.
Let's put him in the fridge. Maybe that way he'll choose what he wants to eat.
Let's try feeding him an apple. I think he'll appreciate our choice.
Phew, look, he finally ate something. We should continue feeding him apples.
The apples are gone. Now he's ready to eat anything.
Let's feed him until he's full.
Let's shove the last burger into his mouth.
I think now we need to wash him. He'll be dirty after eating.
Let's do it. I don't want the whole house to smell because of him.
The main thing is that he fits in the bathtub. Otherwise, it will be sad if he doesn't.
Let's wash him with this sponge, scrubbing his back a bit harder.
Look how he's resisting. He really doesn't want to bathe.
I think he's just playing with us. We still need to wash him no matter what.
Let's scrub him better and better. Most of the dirt is almost gone.
The process is going well. I think we should rinse him off under the shower now.
Exactly. Let's drench him with water thoroughly.
Oh, we've washed him. Now we need to treat him.
Let's rinse off all the shampoo from him completely.
Let's hurry up and finish washing him.
The shower pressure is low. It's hard to do it quickly.
Finally, let's give him his medicine now.
Let's get him down from the top shelf in the bathroom.
We need to be careful in case he starts feeling unwell.
Maybe he's feeling unwell now because we washed him.
Now he's better. He took his medicine and perked up right away.
I think now we should play with him.
Let's play. I think he'll enjoy it. He rarely plays with anyone.
But first, we need to find toys. Otherwise, we have nothing to play with.
Look over there. There's a bunch of toys.
Let's take this ball. Almost everyone loves playing with a ball. Games with it are easy and fun.
I can see he likes it. It's good when others are happy because of your actions.
Just don't throw it randomly. We should make him bounce the ball back to us.
I really enjoy playing with the ball. It makes you feel a real surge of energy.
Yes, I love such games too. My favorite is playing volleyball.
It seems Boo doesn't like ball games as much as we do.
But that's no reason not to play with him. I think the more he plays, the better he'll get at it.
Yes, that's definitely true.
I think Boo has played enough. We should put him to bed now.
Yes, I'm also very tired from this ball game. I wouldn't mind lying down for a nap too.
Where is his bed? I don't know where to put him to sleep.
I'm not sure either. Let's search for it more thoroughly.
It's easy to get lost in someone else's house. I don't even know where the bedroom might be.
We need to find the switch to turn off the light.
I think we should go back to the bedroom, maybe take a closer look there.
Oh, look, here's the lamp. Let's turn it off quickly.
Now let's put Boo on the bed.
He doesn't want to sleep on this bed. It looks like we should put him in another place.
No, I think he should sleep here, like an adult on a proper bed.
You can see he doesn't want to sleep here. We need to find another place for him.
What do you suggest then? I think we just need to persuade him better to sleep here. This bed is so comfortable and soft. Why wouldn't he sleep here?
I can't seem to find it either. Let's search around the house again more thoroughly.
If only Boo were a bit more talkative, we would have definitely put him to bed by now.
Perhaps our friend Boo isn't very chatty today. I think it will pass, but for now, let's make do with what we have.
Yes, I was very talkative in childhood. I always enjoyed talking to other people, making new friends, and just playing with different kids outside.
I was somewhat like you, Dobie. I really enjoyed playing in the sandbox with other kids, building a castle together, and then joyfully demolishing it as we watched it collapse beautifully.
It sounds like you had an interesting childhood. I, on the other hand, preferred playing tag. I was very fast, and almost no one could catch me.
In tag, I wasn't the fastest, but I always won thanks to my intellect. I devised excellent strategies that served me well. Even now, strategizing continues to be helpful to me.
I enjoyed devising strategies most when playing chess. I even participated in a school chess tournament where I took first place. It wasn't easy, but I managed to succeed.
Chess is a great game indeed. I also enjoyed playing it. It's excellent for developing intellect and strategic thinking.
Oh, nice! Bo settled down on his own spot. Now you can finally get some rest.
Yes, I think we deserve this rest. We need it more than ever.
Let's go ahead and get some sleep now.
Oh, we just woke up and someone's already knocking at our door. We should go open it quickly.
Let's go and open the door then. I don't like keeping people waiting. We didn't invite anyone over, and we didn't order pizza.
Who do we have here?
Wow, it's Bo's friend. When did he manage to invite her over?
He could have warned us, of course, but never mind. It looks like she's hungry too. Well, we can't refuse her, can we? Let's feed her.
Good thing we still have some food left. Enough for both of them.
Oops, there you are. I thought she disappeared, but she just rolled away from us.
I wonder if she's omnivorous or if she has her own picky taste.
It seems she doesn't like pizza. Strange, maybe she's allergic to it.
No, she ate it after all. Wait, we need to check if Bo wants to eat too.
According to our task list, we do need to feed him, but he just won't open his mouth. It's so difficult with these pets. He can't even tell us what's wrong.
Let's assume he wants to eat together with his friend.
Okay, let's check this out. Look, Bo, everything is fine with your girlfriend.
Open your mouth. Here comes the airplane.
Dobie, I think that's a bit too much.
Hooray! He's finally eating. I was starting to suspect that they were turned away from us, and we needed to feed them directly into their mouths.
I hope she won't have any issues, and we'll also take it in her mouth.
Guys, write in the comments what you think. Who eats more often, boys or girls?
Strange why this obscure drink isn't being taken. Looks like we'll have to order food because they ate it all in one dinner.
They eat so much, they want more. Where can we get it? Oh, we left an apple in our room.
Good thing you remembered. I was starting to panic. By the way, since we're talking about food, Dobie, have you noticed how important it is to eat right, especially in our line of work? It's not just about physical fitness, but also about clarity of mind.
Absolutely, Labrador. Our job demands us to be at our best all the time. I always try to follow a diet that helps maintain energy and focus throughout the day.
Do you remember when we first realized the importance of proper nutrition? In the early days of our careers, we didn't always pay as much attention to it.
Strange. Where did your girlfriend Bo disappear to? That's right. I remember after one late-night operation, we both realized the need to pay more attention to what we eat. Without proper nutrition, such an active job quickly takes a toll on physical fitness.
Guys, eating right is very important for your health.
Where is Bowline? We fed and sheltered her. She couldn't have left without letting us know.
It's strange. Our pet is staring at these shelves. Does he want to read a book?
Oh, poof. Have you seen his expression? He seems displeased about something.
Maybe it's because we overfed him or gave him too much food indiscriminately.
Oh my goodness. Who would have thought there's a secret passage? Ah!
What was that? I even screamed.
Our bow attacked us. What is going on?
Was it my imagination, or was Bowline sitting in that cage?
Yeah, I noticed that too. So, the main part of this playthrough has begun, and I thought we were just gonna take care of the pet.
Oops, I clicked something. What is this strange menu on our screen?
I think I get it. This is the menu for teleporting between rooms. Let's check the task list.
Oh my gosh, he's so huge and ugly. So, the task list says to get the liquid from under the sink. Good thing we guessed the right room.
All right, next we need to get Reagan from the playroom. I think the playroom is marked with a tennis ball, because that's where we played with our boo.
I can't understand what happened to our pet. Why is he angry at us and now hunting us?
And he has grown a lot in size. Maybe it's all related to us overfeeding him.
Now we need to go to the bedroom. Dobby, I think we'll never know the truth. We can only speculate.
Oh, there's no Bo here. He used to always keep an eye on us before.
Our task now is to escape from our own house. I can't believe it.
We need to make sure he's not nearby or that he's asleep in order to make our escape.
I don't see him. The front door is nearby, so let's just quickly slip out.
Oh no. It seems he knew we would try to escape and was waiting by the door.
Let's run.
Ah, where do we run to?
According to the task list, we need to turn on the stove. But why?
Are we really gonna shove him into the stove? He won't fit.
I remember now. We found Reagan. Let's use him.
Ah, that was unexpected. Let's stay behind the couch.
Oh, is that it? Where's our pet?
Oh, it looks like this weapon has turned our bow into atoms.
What a pity. I thought it would just return him to his previous kind state.
What? Oh no, we forgot to turn off the stove before leaving.
Why did we leave if Boo is no longer here?
That sounded very sad, Labrador. However, I think Bowline survived. And maybe we have a chance to get our pet back. But that's something we'll have to find out later.
In the meantime, it's time to find a new adventure. Let's move on to the next game. Hello, friends. We are very glad to see you all. Today we are going to have a very exciting adventure. Namely, we are going to escape from the Hello Kitty house.
Woohoo! Dobby is here too. I think today's adventure is going to be very interesting.
Yes, despite all the difficulties, we will easily escape as always.
Why did Hello Kitty become evil? I always thought she was very kind and sociable.
Dobby, I always thought the same, but it seems like something has changed today.
Oh, and here come the first serious challenges on our way.
There will be many such challenges on our path today, so we need to be extremely careful and focused.
Labrador, don't you think this doesn't really look like the cute Hello Kitty house?
I think so too. This looks more like a prison or something like that.
Wow, we've fallen into such a beautiful room. Everything here is so pink.
Look, Hello Kitty is over there. She's watching us.
Yikes, if someone was always watching me like that, I'd be really uncomfortable.
Look down, there's lava. I think our main goal is to avoid falling into it.
It's really hot here. At this rate, we might turn into French fries.
I definitely wouldn't want to become French fries.
I just noticed we're walking on such unstable boards. I hope they don't break.
Even though they don't look great, I think they're quite sturdy.
We've made it through that. Let's keep moving forward.
Wow, what a huge room. I think it must have taken a lot of time to build something like this.
Look, there are Hello Kitty toys scattered in the lava. I hope they're not alive.
Why would Hello Kitty build such traps in her own house? Does she really want to keep us here forever?
Even if that's the case, it won't stop us. We'll overcome everything without even blinking.
Where does Hello Kitty get so much lava in her house? Is she sourcing it straight from the center of the earth?
Labrador, you were so careless and touched the lava. Now we have to go through this section again from the start.
See, Dobby, we got through it very quickly this time.
These boards again. I still don't trust them. Why can't the challenges be less deadly?
Look, we need to climb into the ventilation. Just as long as a giant monster doesn't come out of there. Although this vent is too small for such a monster.
Well, there could be a small monster in there. How can you be sure?
Statistically, there are many more big monsters than small ones.
Wow, look, there's hot steam coming out of the ventilation. We must avoid it, or it will burn us badly.
I think we should turn all the red valves here, and then we can safely move forward.
Let's hurry up and get it done. I don't want to stay here too long.
We can't rush too much either, as it can make us lose focus and make mistakes.
We need to keep an optimal pace. I agree with you, Labrador, but it's tempting to get through it faster.
Sometimes things don't go as planned, so let's just go with what we can do.
Sure, we just need to turn one more valve, and then we can move forward.
I hope we don't encounter a giant monster coming out of the ventilation. Ha ha!
Look, there are arrows everywhere indicating the way to go. I wonder who drew them.
I think they were drawn by the first person who passed this obstacle course. They did it to help others avoid getting lost.
Next up are the vents again. I hope there are no monsters in them, big or small.
Got it. No more talk about monsters. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable.
Why build such huge ventilation systems? We've escaped from so many places, and everywhere has had these massive vents.
Later, with the ventilation talk, we've come out into a room that's all pink again. It's actually a bit cute.
It looks like we need to find the key to open the next door.
Oh, there it is. Let's grab it and open the door quickly.
Great. Now that we have the key, let's go ahead and open the door.
Look, there's a sign above the passage. I think it's a bad omen. Signs like that aren't usually just decorations.
I agree. And the door is taking so long to open. It looks like something might be hiding behind it.
This evil Hello Kitty is definitely up to something bad.
Wow, that's a huge mega obstacle course with lasers controlled by Hello Kitty.
It seems we weren't too lucky. We had a feeling that something shady was hiding behind that door.
No need to panic. Everything will be fine. We just need to dodge those lasers and stay extremely alert.
Yes, it seems like it's not too difficult to get through. With our extensive experience, we can handle anything.
Definitely. We shouldn't forget about our rich experience. Besides, we're sheriffs after all.
As sheriffs, we can handle anything, even a laser room controlled by Hello Kitty.
We just need to carefully jump over these lasers and everything will be fine.
Even though there are more lasers, we're still handling it easily. That's what mastery means. I think Hello Kitty didn't consider people like us. She built this for less prepared individuals.
Look, there's a door over there. It looks like it might be the way out of this room.
We did it, Hello Kitty. Let's move on.
Oh, we're back in a cute pink room. How could Hello Kitty come up with such a challenging test? She lives in such a cozy environment.
I think someone might have helped her with this. Like a villain, or something similar.
Wow, there's water beneath us, not lava. That's very unusual for Hello Kitty.
It looks like we could even take a shower here, but we can't stop for such a minor thing.
No stops, just forward.
What's behind this door? Wow, it looks like Hello Kitty herself is standing there. Does she want to stop us personally, or is she just here to watch us?
She looks very angry. I think we should avoid getting close to her, or things could end badly.
It seems like she's not trying to stop us. She's just watching us because she doesn't know where to channel her anger.
It does seem that way, but it's still uncomfortable. Let's move on quickly.
Wow, it looks like we're inside Hello Kitty's closet. But why is everything so huge? Does she wear clothes that big?
I think this might not be Hello Kitty's real closet. It's probably just a large replica designed to surprise us.
We're back in this room again. Hello Kitty is still standing there. Maybe she's fallen asleep while standing.
I think she's just lost in her thoughts. It's probably easier for her to stand than to lie down on the couch.
Dobby, be careful. We got hit by that moving laser.
Oh, it looks like we got hit again. We need to focus as much as possible to get through this.
It seems we just need to time it right when it's easiest to pass through.
Absolutely. That's how it works. Let's just wait for the right moment and pass through with ease.
Let's keep moving forward.
We're in a new place again. Wow, there are circular saws moving across the floor. We need to navigate around them very carefully.
It's a small room after all. I thought we'd have to jump over hundreds of chainsaws.
Chainsaws are rare. We're mostly facing lava everywhere. It seems Hello Kitty has an endless subscription to lava.
I wonder how much such a subscription might have cost her. It must be quite expensive.
It definitely wasn't cheap for her.
Oh, there's a ladder up here. It looks like we need to climb higher.
I hope we don't have to climb too high. I wouldn't want to tackle more than 1,000 steps. My legs would definitely be sore after that.
The key is not to fall down. Climbing this high a second time would be very difficult and time-consuming.
Is this ladder endless? We've already climbed so much, and it just keeps going higher and higher.
Oh, it looks like there's a door to a new room up ahead.
Wow, it looks like we're in a bathroom. Everything here is huge again, just like the replica in the closet. But we have no choice. We need to keep moving forward.
It turns out we shouldn't have touched that toothpaste. It seems it was coated in poison.
Do these arrows really lead us straight to the toilet?
It's a bit strange. We're not going to have to climb into the toilet, are we?
It looks like we're gonna have to climb right into the toilet.
Wow, we went down so quickly. That was thrilling.
It looks like we're in the sewer now. It smells awful. I really don't want to be here again. Let's get out of here quickly, Labrador.
At least there's no lava here, which is a relief. But it's still unpleasant. I hope we can get out of here soon.
We'd better not fall off this pipe. It's wobbling a lot.
Look ahead. Another ventilation. Ventilation systems have helped us before, so it's worth climbing into it again.
It looks like it leads downward. Are we about to experience some roller coaster action?
No, it's too slow. I thought we'd slide down much faster.
Come on, let's speed up.
Oh, it looks like the exit from the ventilation. We have no other choice but to go through.
Oh, it looks like we've gone even deeper into the sewer. We should definitely avoid falling into the water. It's electrified.
We need to time it right to move forward.
And again, there are vents on the side. We're really lucky to have these. Without them, we wouldn't have escaped anywhere.
It looks like the vents aren't bending at all. That's quite unusual for us.
Oh, a ladder going up. The arrow points in that direction. I hope it's not as long as the last one.
Lasers ahead. We need to carefully navigate through them.
Where did these lasers come from? Does Hello Kitty really not want anyone escaping her trap?
She's crazy. I hope we don't have much left to go. I wouldn't want to stay here forever.
Wow, giant knives. They must be great for cutting meat. They look so sharp.
After all this time, we're finally outside. I haven't breathed fresh air in so long.
Finally, fresh air. I've been breathing that sewer air for so long, I thought I'd be stuck in there forever.
There's lava everywhere again, even outside. Hello Kitty sure uses a lot of lava. I wonder who delivers all this lava.
There must be someone delivering it. I'm more curious about what these things are coated with since they don't burn from all this lava.
I think it's some kind of secret solution that's not available to regular people. Hello Kitty probably bought it for a hefty sum.
Wow, that's a huge basketball court with giant basketballs. I love ball games and basketball is one of my favorites.
Imagine playing basketball with such a huge ball. You'd need giant hands and a gigantic hoop for that.
Look, there's Hello Kitty's house from the side. It's quite small. Maybe it magically expands inside.
Yes, it's likely designed in a more complex way than we might think.
Hooray! Victory! After so much time, we finally escaped from the house.
Stay tuned. More exciting adventures are coming up next. Hello everyone, friends. We've been waiting for this escape for a long time. Today, we're going to escape from Krusty Krab.
But during our escape, we have an essential mission to help Plankton steal the secret Krabby Patty formula. This is very intriguing to me, as we've all always been curious about what Plankton is after.
Wow, here we are, meeting one of the main characters. Oops, I wanted him to lift us up with his spatula.
I can't wait to see the other characters from my favorite cartoon.
I think he's busy, that's why he doesn't notice us.
Now we are gonna jump right on my favorite fries.
There's Plankton, I think we need to go to him.
Looks like we need to jump on these balls.
Yes, let's do it.
Look, someone spilled some sauce up ahead. It will get in our way a bit, but it's not a problem.
Of course, we'll just jump over it.
Looks like we'll have to climb higher next.
The higher the better. We'll have a good view from there.
I like climbing higher and looking around. You feel like some kind of bird.
Yes, you captured my feelings well.
Who could have forgotten these knives here?
I think they were forgotten here a long time ago.
We need to go down again. Let's jump down.
Let's do it right now.
Woohoo, that was awesome.
Let's talk to Plankton again.
He knows what we need.
We just need to jump on these burgers to move forward.
I think so too. We can use them to reach that door. The main thing is not to fall off these burgers.
Our jumps need to be bigger. Otherwise, how would we jump over these burgers?
That's true. We're jumping very high.
With these jumps, we'll reach the door very quickly.
We're almost there. Just a little more and we'll reach the door.
Wow, holy cow, it's a giant burger that wants to steal us away.
What? Where are we? Did we get eaten by a giant Krabby Patty burger?
Looks like it. We need to get out of here quickly.
I think we need to be more careful here. Otherwise, we'll melt in the stomach of the giant Krabby Patty burger.
I agree with you, Dobie. I wouldn't want to melt here either.
See that red pipe? Looks like we should go there.
All right, let's head over there.
Wow, that's grand. From the scraps the Krabby Patty burger ate, such a huge obstacle course was formed.
We just need to get through it. Then I think everything will become clear.
Look at that giant hot dog. I love hot dogs so much. I wish I could eat it.
I think we shouldn't touch that sauce. It's better to jump over it.
Most likely, it's not sauce but lava, or something similar, just camouflaged.
We quickly got past that hot dog. Let's continue at this pace and move forward.
Let's do it. I'm all for it. Looking at all this food makes me want to eat more and more.
Look, there's bacon on a fork up ahead. The giant Krabby Patty burger ate everything in sight, even things that shouldn't be eaten.
Yeah, if it were like us, it would have had indigestion a long time ago.
Once we get out, I think we should tell him that, or he'll keep eating everything he sees.
Right now, the main thing is not to fall into the boiling oil. I don't want to become a French fry.
Everyone loves French fries, but no one wants to get fried like French fries themselves.
What are these balls? I think we need to climb onto them.
Let's climb up. There's no other way around.
I think the obstacles ahead will be even more thrilling and challenging. We need to stay focused to overcome them.
Everything here is so yellow. It's as if even the walls are made of cheese.
Cheese is great. I love cheese and Krabby Patties. It's so delicious.
Look, there's that red pipe again. I think we should go there again.
Looks like this pipe leads to new challenges again.
Wow, now there are green walls here. It looks like it's all made of some kind of salad.
I think to avoid getting lost, we should follow the yellow road.
Look at that juicy French fry standing here. I would gladly eat it right now.
I wouldn't refuse some French fries right now either.
That's a long ladder, but we'll have to climb it.
It's very long. Such ladders are rarely made without a reason. They probably want to hide something from us.
I think they're hiding another red pipe from us that leads to more obstacles.
Maybe, but I still don't understand why they made this ladder so long.
It's almost the end. Let's find out what's there.
You were right, Labrador. It's another red pipe.
Look, it seems we'll have to jump over kebabs.
Wow, there's also a slippery floor there. This will be harder than I thought.
Even though the floor is slippery, it's not as difficult as I thought.
Looks like the next challenge is a giant downhill slide, like a big icy slope.
You're right, Dobie. This is indeed a giant downhill slope.
Wow, what speed? We're flying so fast.
It's really very fast.
What was that? Where are we?
I think we're in Mr. Krabs' office.
Looks like it, but how do we get out of here?
I think we'll need to open the safe.
Let's do that then. There's no other way out anyway.
To open the safe, we'll need to solve a puzzle. I think we can handle it quickly, especially since I'm an expert at this.
Ah, so there's nothing complicated here. We just need to cut the wires in the right sequence.
All right, let's do it.
The main thing here is not to make a mistake in the sequence.
All done? The safe is open?
Oh no, we're getting sucked in. Hang on, Labrador.
Phew, are we really inside the safe now?
Wow, it looks like it. There's so much money here.
Hey, Dobie, I just remembered when you and I first ended up in Bikini Bottom. Do you remember?
Of course I remember. It's impossible to forget something like that.
It was something. Dobie and I, ordinary sheriffs, suddenly found ourselves in the heart of Bikini Bottom.
We were just patrolling our town, and then, bang, and found themselves in a world underwater.
And then SpongeBob himself appeared in front of us. He told us about the problems with the treacherous squid.
And we, of course, could not pass by. SpongeBob and his friends needed help.
We got down to business. We chased the squid through the Bikini Bottom jungle like real heroes.
In the end, we caught this squid and brought peace and tranquility back to Bikini Bottom.
Phew, looks like we made it out of the Krusty Krab.
Looks like now we'll have to search for the formula at SpongeBob's house.
Let's hurry and get there.
Looks like we'll have to cross an obstacle-filled road to get to his house.
Let's run through it as fast as we can.
This obstacle course looks a lot like our training grounds for sheriff's deputies.
Yes, it's very similar. Remember how long and hard we trained there before our first outing as sheriffs?
Of course, I remember. That was a great time. I really loved that training ground.
And even earlier, we took our driving test there. That was a long time ago.
We did the best of everyone that time.
Oh, there's SpongeBob's house. We need to go inside.
Look, there's SpongeBob himself, selling unnecessary items.
Wow, we're inside SpongeBob's house. What should we do next?
I think we need to find the button that opens the closed door.
Yes, let's do that. Let's find this button.
First, we should check all the rooms where the door isn't locked.
Yes, let's go through this door on the side.
Oh, this is SpongeBob's kitchen. We should look around here.
Look, there's a button over there. We should probably press it.
Wow, another door just opened.
That's a secret passage. I think we should go in there.
Yes, let's go there. I think something more valuable awaits us.
Let's head towards the adventure quickly.
Let's do it.
Oh, look, this is SpongeBob's bedroom.
Be careful not to wake Gary. The formula might be in his shell.
Oh no, do we have to kill him?
I think we're almost there with the formula in our hands.
Yes, I can already see our future success.
Let's go ahead and climb into Gary's shell.
Oh, we're right inside Gary's shell. Let's do this quickly.
I'm eager to move on to new challenges too.
Let's slide down this hill. I think there's a way forward at the bottom.
Oh, I love these slides. They have such great speed.
That's a weak slide. I couldn't pick up much speed.
Yeah, it wasn't fast. But let's continue straight through this passage.
Oops, I got distracted by the cardboard boxes of food in Gary's stomach. How did he eat those?
He must have been very hungry.
The main thing is to jump carefully. We wouldn't want to be stuck here forever.
Everything will be fine. After all, you and I are top-class sheriffs.
Oh, look, Gary's slime. Just be careful not to fall into it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to fall in there either. That slime is so slippery and gross.
What are these papers doing here? I think there's some important documents SpongeBob lost.
Oops, looks like it was a trick.
That's not fair. Why did the developer make them invisible?
Oh, what are these bones? Could this be Gary's spine?
It's kind of unsettling to realize that we're climbing over someone's bones.
I think he must have been ticklish just now. Oh no, just look at where we've ended up.
Not this. The worst thing that could have happened to us. All right, let's forget about it. I think the formula must be somewhere around here.
We need to be more careful ahead. The floor there is very slippery.
Phew, is this the exit? I hope I don't have nightmares about us falling into Gary's poop.
Oh, we made it out of Gary's shell. That wasn't easy.
Look, now Plankton is sitting and reading the formula right inside Gary's shell.
It seems like we've won. We found the formula after many trials and challenges.
Yes, it was an unforgettable adventure.
Stay here because we're moving on.
Hello, everybody. Sheriff Labrador and Dobie here.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. As you may have guessed, today we are escaping from Mr. Smiley's daycare. Let's get started.
It's hard not to notice all these neon arrows leading to the ventilation. By the way, didn't you find it strange that he was just standing there staring at us?
I think all these facts point to Mr. Smiley conducting experiments on us, or he's playing with us like we're lab rats.
You must be right, and he's just crazy. I think he'll be watching us through surveillance cameras throughout all the trials. Brr!
I agree, it's creepy, but we're sheriffs. We won't be scared by that.
Meanwhile, we're parkouring over pipes in the sewers. Did we fall into a manhole?
I don't remember that either. I think we entered through the ventilation, not a manhole. Everything in this daycare is so strange.
Well, it doesn't matter. The important thing is that I'm the best parkourist in our town, and we'll get through this challenge quickly.
Let's think about how we got here. We're not kids, after all.
It seems like there are two possibilities here. Either he's grabbing everyone and tossing them in a cell regardless of age, or he's a bit blind and didn't notice we're not kids.
It seems to me like he knew we were sheriffs and wanted to see if professionals could pass all his challenges.
That's also a great theory, but we still have to figure all of this out.
Oh, look, there's a big fan on the floor here. It blows so hard that we're being lifted up.
But we need to be careful and watch out for the laser to protect our heads.
Great job. We've reached the next obstacle. I see a grill ahead. It looks like we need to press these buttons to open it.
I hope we don't have to press them simultaneously.
Let's check it now. We just need to jump over this rotating platform.
We've been walking through this sewer for a long time. I have a question. Why is it so gigantic, and where does all this acidic water come from?
Great. There's just one button left. I don't understand why they made such a huge sewer, but I think the acid is what powers all these mechanisms and engines in these trials.
I remembered an interesting story about how we saved our city from an acid flood, but I'll tell it in a couple of minutes. So watch the video to the end, guys.
Great, the gates are open. Let's go.
Hold on, we need to pass one more rotating platform.
I know we can do it. This was a very simple challenge.
I'm still bothered by the fact that the sewer is connected to the ventilation. The whole daycare must smell awful.
It seems like it's depicted here that children love us and pull us towards the ground. What could this mean? And who leaves these drawings?
Wow, look, he's right in front of us. Why isn't he paying attention to us? I don't think he can't hear us.
I think he's deliberately ignoring us to attack when we least expect it.
Oh, you were right, but now we need to make a run for it.
He's very close. Ow! Oh no, what's happening? Where is he taking us?
If I'm honest, I didn't understand his intentions. Maybe he wanted to take us back to the cell but accidentally swallowed us.
It seems to me that those crawling kids distracted us. We need to check on this right now.
It looks like both Mr. Smiley and the kids are interested in us. They seem to be in it together. Perhaps he feeds them a special blend.
Great, it seems like we've confused him a bit and he's stuck. It's a good moment to make our escape.
It seems we need to jump into this hole. Goodbye, Mr. Smiley.
Hey, just don't crash on the way down.
Nice job, Dobby. We landed next to the ball pit. Let's keep going.
I already have an idea of what we need to do in this challenge. One pipe should be enough for us.
While we're going through this challenge, let's tell the guys the promised story.
With pleasure, I will tell this story. This day started off as usual, but soon we began receiving alarming reports from the townspeople. Water coming out of their taps was unusual, starting to acidify and even change color. Labrador and I were immediately dispatched to investigate this strange situation.
Arriving on scene, we inspected several homes and saw that the situation was indeed serious. Water flowing from the taps was not only acidic, but also of various colors, from green to purple. This immediately put us on alert because such a thing couldn't be a coincidence.
We began our investigation and soon discovered that the problem stemmed from an error by one of the sewer workers who had mistakenly connected the pipes beneath the laboratory. waste from the lab containing acidic substances had started to flow into the city's water systems.
We realized that if we didn't stop this flow of acid, the city could be in danger. We urgently called in specialists to help us regain control of the situation and prevent further contamination of the water.
Through our combined efforts with our team, we set up temporary barriers and started pumping out the contaminated water from the system. While engineers worked to fix the errors, we ensured the safety of residents and coordinated the evacuation of those in particularly hazardous areas.
Wow, look, while we were telling the story, we reached the boss battle. The sign said we need to knock Mr. Smiley down. But how do we do that?
Let's get this sorted out. I noticed there are small children on his platform. I'm sure they'll be in our way.
Let's observe what he's going to do.
I think it's better to run before he jumps on us.
Oh, let's retreat.
2. We need to be more careful, just like the sewer worker under the laboratory from our story.
I agree. He should have been more careful when he was fixing the pipes. But the main thing is that everything turned out fine, and this incident showed us how important it is to be vigilant and prepared to help, regardless of the job.
Oh no! Did you see how that kid sneakily grabbed our legs and wouldn't let go? Where does he get all that strength from? And he pulled us down too. But now we know we need to steer clear of those kids.
I got it. We need to lure him and wait until he starts attacking, then step aside at the right moment so he falls into the lava.
Ha ha ha! Why do these kids fly so amusingly into the stratosphere?
Why is he so close to the edge but not falling? Maybe we need to wait a bit longer or step back a bit later.
Try to step back as quickly as possible so he doesn't have time to react.
And also, we need to stand closer to the edge of this platform.
Oh no! One kid did manage to grab onto us after all. How did that happen? There were so few of them left here.
Yay! We dodged it. That's what you get, Mr. Smiley. I hope we don't encounter him again, and he won't hinder our escape from here.
Let's continue our escape. The main thing is not to fall now. That would be really frustrating, especially if we had to start the battle all over again.
Looks like we need to take the elevator. There are so many floors. It seems like this isn't a daycare, but an entire complex.
Wow! Just look at how enormous these rooms are. I can't believe all this was made by Mr. Smiley just to amuse himself by watching us go through these trials and fall into traps.
Oops. Yeah, this is all very strange and mystical. I wish the author had added some notes so we could better understand the plot. Damn. Here we go again with these rotating platforms, and there are 10 times more of them.
And I also see a bunch of swinging maces ahead. There must be 10 times more of them than in one of the previous trials. Why are we being tortured now if we defeated Mr. Smiley and there's no one left to watch us? Or maybe those little crawling kids are actually adult souls trapped in children's bodies. Brr.
And it's like the kids actually organized all of this, and Mr. Smiley was just a tool in their hands. That's truly creepy, Dobie, but I think we're overthinking it. This daycare couldn't have such a well-thought-out and captivating plot. We should save this idea and create a game like this. Guys, would you play a game created by Sheriff Labrador and Dobie?
Hey, that sounds like a great idea. Now we just need to learn how to create games. Speaking of games, since we're on the topic, let's tell the guys the story about how we saved our residents' computers from a massive virus outbreak.
Of course. Don't worry, there won't be any viruses in our game. It just happens to be a coincidence. This day seemed ordinary until we started receiving anxious calls from the town residents. Everyone was talking about strange updates on their computers that couldn't be postponed. Immediately after installing the updates, their screens were flooded with pop-ups, and some computers demanded ransom to unlock. Someone was so scared that they even threw their computer in the trash. Dobie and I realized this was serious and required immediate action.
Our first step was to determine the source of the problem. We found out that the operating system update came from one of the largest software companies. We went there to conduct our investigation.
At the company, we discovered that none of the employees were aware of what was happening. However, after carefully examining the security logs, we found out that a new employee had recently joined the company. This employee had been planning their sinister plan for years, writing the virus in advance and figuring out how to embed it into the update. He wrote it down on a flash drive and once he was hired, put his plan into action.
Realizing the need for swift action, we turned to the city's best programmers. Together, we started working on removing the virus and restoring the systems. We had to immerse ourselves in cybersecurity to understand how to combat this evil.
The process was complex and demanding. We had to develop special programs to remove the virus and recover data on infected computers. Programmers worked day and night, while we ensured coordination and support.
Thanks to our combined efforts and perseverance, we managed to create a program that eliminated the virus and restored the systems of the town's residents. We spread it through local media and social networks so everyone could download and install this fix.
Hooray! Dobie, we've escaped from that daycare. That means it's time for us to say goodbye. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Leave a like and be sure to tell us what else we should play. What? Where are we, Dobie?
I don't know, but it looks a lot like a children's room with toys everywhere.
Wait a minute, it can't be. This looks like the
Evil
Doll's
Doll's
room. Hello, everyone! Today, Dobie and I are going to escape from the Evil Doll's house. What will we encounter?
And what awaits us will be a multitude of amazing and mysterious challenges. Our goal is not only to escape, but also to defeat the evil doll herself.
Just look at this room. It even has a special atmosphere that makes you start to feel like a child again.
I completely agree with you, Labrador. Today we will also plunge into childhood and explore the house of this doll.
So, it looks like we need to go through this small passage. The arrows lead to the house. Hopefully, the battle with the doll won't start too soon.
We picked up some candy. I wouldn't try it. She might have poisoned it. We need to find 10 of these candies.
It seems like we need to jump here. Let's postpone it for a bit and explore this house. Maybe we'll find something useful here.
Great. It wasn't in vain that we looked around. We found another candy.
Hooray! Checkpoint so we can die.
How much she loves herself, hanging her own portraits. I think you took your phrase too seriously. There was no need to die for a check.
I accidentally thought it was okay to walk there.
Ahead is another hole. Where are we descending to? It's like we're not far from hell.
Doesn't look like hell. It's a mountain of dishes here.
Listen, for me, a mountain of dishes is hell. I hate washing them.
And I'm the opposite. I enjoy it. I turn on my favorite playlist and sing along. It really lifts my spirits.
It's very strange. It seems like this place hasn't been cleaned in years. Maybe instead of washing dishes, she just buys new ones?
Yeah, that seems to be the case. I can't think of any other explanation for this mess.
It feels like we still have forever to go. I don't see the end in the distance. These arrows do have a mesmerizing effect, almost as if they're intentionally arranged to create an illusion or induce hallucinations.
Did you notice that in this room the floor is lava? But I see roses in this lava. It seems like these are hallucinations.
I see them too. Great, we've reached another checkpoint.
It seems like there's finally an end. Phew, I hope the next location won't involve parkour. I'm a bit tired already.
Some creepy toys, perhaps a demon has possessed them, or the souls of children are trapped inside them. Brrr! Scary. By the way, did you know that in Poppy Playtime, the toys aren't actually bloody, but it's a mixture of red Poppy? I recently studied the storyline of this game. It's very interesting.
No, I didn't know. I'll definitely check it out in my free time, but just look at how we were fooled. It turns out we didn't see the real end, but now we can see the house in the distance. It seems like we should head there.
Let's hurry up then. I can even see a Ferris wheel. It's a very interesting location. I'd like the amusement park to be close to our police station.
Hey, Dobie, have you ever thought about candies?
Of course, Lab. Who doesn't love sweets?
True that. But do you have a favorite candy?
Well, I think my choice is chocolate candies with nuts. What about you?
I prefer caramel candies. They're like a sweet sound in the middle of the workday.
Agreed. Sometimes caramel can be a real lifesaver. But you know what's even better than candies?
I don't think anything can be better than candies. Well, maybe even more candies.
Yeah, exactly. I'm on the same page with you. Candies are just incredibly delicious.
You just look at her. Why is she sitting there staring at us and didn't even say hello?
It seems to me she pretended to be an inanimate doll, but was actually watching us.
Then it's even scarier. Maybe we need to walk around here and find a way to open the gates.
Here it is, the button. Looks like we need to press 3 of these.
It says you can hide here. Looks like we're about to face some dangerous challenge.
Let's go.
And here she is, descending on her long braids. How does she see anything with those eyes?
Oops, let's hide quickly. I want to watch her from a safe place.
Let's climb higher. Maybe she won't notice us that way.
Did you see that? Her braids just flickered past the room. I'd hold my breath.
We mustn't forget our current task, namely to press 2 more buttons.
It's good that we took a look around. It's never unnecessary. Actually, I see quite a few rooms here where we can hide, so this challenge will be very easy for us, especially considering that we have experience as sheriffs.
I constantly hear her whispering. It's very unsettling.
Oh no, she's behind us. We need to hurry and press this button and hide. Let's lighten the mood and ease the tension by telling the folks a couple of interesting stories.
Okay, let me get started. It was a regular morning in our quiet town. Sheriff Dobie and I decided to relax a bit and headed to our favorite corner cafe to enjoy some delicious donuts and good conversation. Just as we were starting to savor the aroma of fresh donuts, our tranquility was suddenly disrupted. We received a call from the evil ice cream vendor who allegedly hypnotized children with his ice cream and demanded ransom. Without hesitation, we abandoned the donuts and rushed to the scene. The situation was serious, and we needed to act quickly. Upon arrival at the ice cream stand, we found a group of children with blank, trance-like stares, as if they were indeed under hypnosis. We realized that the ice cream contained some strange component that affected the children's minds. Without wasting any time, we devised a plan. I distracted the ice cream vendor by asking him questions about his ice cream, while Dobie searched for and destroyed the source of the hypnotic influence. Thanks to our coordinated efforts, we were able to expose the villain and free all the children from his control. We apprehended the ice cream vendor and handed him over to the police.
Great story, Labrador. In the meantime, we've passed the first mini challenge and are tackling the parkour again. Let me continue our tales. Waking up to the unexpected sounds of fireworks, I immediately sensed that something was amiss. After all, it was still early in the morning, and such loud noises didn't fit the usual order of things in our town. Getting out of bed, I realized that I needed to check what was going on. Stepping outside, my nose caught something strange. The smell of smoke and fire. Sheriff Labrador, my faithful partner, was already waiting for me outside my house, and his expression said it all. Something serious had happened. Following our instincts, we decided to investigate the area where we heard the fireworks. Soon enough, we found the source of the smoke. A warehouse storing goods for our town was on fire. We quickly approached the scene and began unraveling the puzzle. The traces left at the crime scene told us that it was the work of malicious criminals, unwilling to bring anything good to our town. Gathering all possible evidence, we concluded that our task was to find the culprits and prevent further attacks on our community. Thanks to our efforts and meticulous investigation, we were able to track down the criminals and arrest them before they could do any more harm.
Dobie, you remembered another captivating story as well, but I can already feel that we're close to our goal. The final battle with the boss, the evil doll, is just around the corner. But before that, I want to share one more of my stories. After a long and well-deserved break, when Dobie and I finally returned to work, I felt full of enthusiasm and ready for action. However, to our surprise, the first few hours on duty were completely calm. Not a single call came in, and I began to find it suspicious. Suspicions grew when I noticed that our antenna wasn't transmitting signals. Apparently, something had happened to the wires. We started checking and found that the wires had been chewed through. The culprit turned out to be an evil raccoon, who clearly didn't want us to receive calls and be able to help people. Realizing immediately that our communication was disrupted, I pressed the SOS button to alert the other sheriffs about the problem. We couldn't afford to leave our town unprotected due to unexpected technical issues. Soon after that, the calls started pouring in one after another. It was obvious that people needed our help, and there was no time to waste. Dobie and I immediately headed to the scenes to assist those in need.
Oh my God, while you were telling us your story, we've already started battling the evil doll. Let's give her a fight.
Did you see how that giant candy nearly hit us on the head? We need to not only aim at it, but also dodge its attacks.
She seems to really love sweets. How is she not stuck in another place? Oh, she's a doll.
Shoot more accurately, our shots are missing.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
By the way, Dobie, have you ever thought about the harm of sweets?
Of course, Lab. Sweets can be delicious, but they can also be harmful, especially if consumed in excess.
Exactly. I've noticed that lately our residents have been consuming too many sweets. This can lead to health problems, especially for children.
Yes, and not just for children. We need to inform our citizens about the importance of balanced nutrition and limiting the consumption of sweets.
Agreed. Let's organize a campaign to educate people about the dangers of excessive sugar consumption. Together, we can make our city healthier and stronger.
Yes, we did it. Well done, Sheriff Labrador.
Hold on, maybe we haven't won yet. I'm not quite sure what she's doing right now.
It seems like I understand what's about to happen, and I'm glad about it.
Oh my, what a ridiculous death. It must be quite embarrassing, especially considering she almost had us for dinner.
Absolutely! It's time to celebrate our victory for real now!
Sometimes even the cringiest dances feel like a victory lap, don't they?
I agree with you, but it's still good that other players don't see it.
It seems like we've reached the end of this place, which means it's time to wrap things up. Thank you so much for watching. Hello friends, it's me again, Sheriff Labrador, and today we have a special episode.
Hi everyone! Yes, Sheriff Labrador, I am already excited.
Together with my loyal partner, Sheriff Dobie, we will tell you about the most beautiful and challenging mode in Roblox. Escape the Carnival of Terror Obby.
This mode is simply incredible. You enter a mysterious and eerie carnival full of dangers and unexpected twists.
Let's start from the very beginning. As soon as you enter the game, you are greeted by a spooky carnival lit only by dim lanterns. Dangerous traps and evil ghost clowns patrolling the area are scattered everywhere. Your task is to avoid them at all costs.
Exactly. The first stage is a maze of inflatable castles. You need to be very careful and quick not to fall into the clown's hands. I advise you to watch your step carefully to avoid the traps.
Yes, and that's just the beginning. Next, you will face the mirror room, where it is easy to get lost. The main thing here is to remember the path and not to panic. Mirrors can be deceiving, so don't let them confuse you.
And don't forget about the Ferris wheel. It looks beautiful, but inside it is full of dangerous mechanisms. You need to be very attentive and not stop, so you don't end up in a trap.
We need to go through these rusty pipes. Oh no, the fire touched us. We'll have to start over. And of course, we can't forget about the final part, the escape through the horror attraction. This is the most challenging part, where you will have to use all your skills and agility to reach the exit.
Friends, this mode is truly amazing. It is not only challenging, but also incredibly beautiful. We are sure you will love it. We are now in the very heart of the Carnival of Horrors, in the house of the Clown E.T. Just look at this grim place. We have to complete a parkour over old stinky pipes, and below us lies an abyss.
Yes, this is really frightening. The stinky pipes are not just a test of our agility, but also a true test of endurance. The foul smell is awful, but we need to focus and move forward.
Watch your step, Sheriff Labrador. If we slip, we'll fall into that bottomless pit. We need to be extremely careful and watch every step we take. Let's take this slowly and steadily.
Good plan, Sheriff Dobie. Do you see that narrow pipe ahead? We need to jump onto it and then move along the wall. The key is not to rush and to maintain our balance.
Great, I'm ready. Go ahead, Labrador, you first. I'll cover you. This is probably one of the toughest stages in this mode, but we'll make it, right?
Of course, Dobie. We're a team. Okay, one jump, then another. Carefully. Got it. Now it's your turn, Dobie.
Got it. I'm coming. One jump, another. Yes, I did it. Now we need to walk along this narrow pipe. It's slippery, so hold on tight.
Now we are in the scariest part, the torture room. There are saws everywhere, and we need to somehow make our way through this madness and get outside, where the clown's amusement park awaits us.
Yes, this is a real nightmare. These saws spin so fast that one mistake could cost us our lives. We need to move very carefully and precisely time our actions.
Look, Dobie, the saws move in a specific pattern. If you watch closely, you can catch the moment when they stop for a split second. That's when we need to dash through.
I made it through too. Can't you see me? Wow, look at this beautiful amusement park. The Ferris wheel, roller coasters, and so much more.
We're now running away from the scariest clown in this carnival. He wants to turn us into his dolls, and we urgently need to find a way to escape. Look, ahead of us is the Ferris wheel. That's our chance to get out.
Up, up! The clown is still behind us. Let's go, Labrador. We can do this.
Yes, we're at the top. What a view! From here, we can see the entire carnival. The clown won't catch us here.
Phew, that was intense. But we did it, Labrador. Now we're safe.
Guys, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give us likes. It's the best gift from you that each of you can give us.
For subscribing, I'll tell you a secret story. Our adventure began when we received an urgent call to the amusement park. Who would have thought that a giant dinosaur would appear in this creepy carnival and start wreaking havoc?
Yes, when we arrived, the scene was just terrible. The dinosaur knocked over the Ferris wheel and it started rolling towards the sea. We realized that if it wasn't stopped, there would be big problems.
The first thing we did was try to get the dinosaur's attention so it would stop destroying the park. Labrador, do you remember how we used loud noises to distract it?
Of course, Dobie. We started sounding sirens and launching fireworks. It worked, and the dinosaur temporarily stopped. This gave us some time to figure out how to stop the Ferris wheel.
The wheel was almost at the sea when we realized we could use construction cranes to hold it back. We quickly climbed the nearest cranes and started moving them towards the wheel.
It was tough, but we made it in time. We stopped the wheel and it ceased rolling. Meanwhile, the dinosaur started moving towards us again.
We knew we had to act quickly. While Labrador was dealing with the wheel, I went to find a way to calm the dinosaur. I found a big net and some strong tranquilizers. Just in time, we managed to sedate the dinosaur before it could start destroying everything again.
It was a real team effort. We saved the amusement park and prevented a huge disaster. Friends, always remember that in such situations, coordinated work and quick thinking are crucial.
Yes, Labrador, we did it! Friends, if you liked our story, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We are always ready for new adventures in the world of Roblox and are happy to share them with you.
Whoa, Dobie, this portal has teleported us to a new location. A volcano is erupting around us and lava is flowing beneath us. This is insane.
Yes, Labrador, this looks very dangerous. We have to be extremely careful. Look, there are many fire traps and challenging parkour ahead. We need to be quick and precise in our movements.
Right, Dobie. Let's start by carefully observing the trajectory of these fire traps. We need to understand when they activate so we can dash through between the bursts.
Look, the first trap activates every 5 seconds. We have to wait for the right moment and quickly dash through. Ready?
Ready. 1, 2, 3. Now. Great, I made it. Your turn, Dobie.
Here I go. Now. Who made it? Look, ahead is a narrow bridge over the lava. It looks very fragile, so we need to move slowly and carefully.
Keep your balance, Dobie. Look straight ahead and don't look down. We can make it if we're careful. One step at a time. Great, we're almost to the other side.
We did it, but there's another big fire trap ahead. We need to wait for the right moment again and dash through quickly.
Right, let's focus. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now. Whew, that was close, but we did it. Next, we need to jump over the lava flows.
Labrador, look, these platforms are moving. We need to time our jumps correctly to avoid landing in the lava. I'll jump first. Now! Great! I'm on the platform. Your turn.
Hey, here I come. Jump. Made it. We're doing great, Dobie. Just a few more jumps and we'll reach a safe place.
Come on, Labrador. Just a bit more. Jump. And another. Yes, we did it. We made it through all the fire traps and parkour.
Wow, do you see how beautiful and spooky it is here? It looks like someone is having a party. So, shall we go to their house? This clown hasn't had enough of us yet, and now we're going to play some mini-games from him. Wish us luck, subscribers. Dobie, remember the story about the clown park? Recently, we were called to the clown park. There were rumors that everyone who visited the clown's room disappeared without a trace. We decided to investigate.
Yes, Labrador. Those rumors were too strange to ignore. When we entered the park, the atmosphere immediately felt sinister, especially that clown room.
Exactly, Dobie. The entrance to the room was decorated with rusty chains and cracked masks that seemed to watch our every move. We immediately felt that something was very wrong here.
Inside, it was even worse. The walls were covered with faded posters of circus performances that looked like they came from an old nightmare. The air was thick with the smell of mold and decay.
Agreed. There were dolls scattered haphazardly on the floor, looking like they had been thrown in a hurry. And the walls had strange stains that resembled dried blood.
And those eerie clown paintings on the walls. They were painted with such creepy precision that it felt like the clowns were about to come to life. In the corner of the room, we found a huge chest labeled toys. But when we opened it...
Yes, inside were old tattered clown costumes and wigs. And one more thing, a small diary where someone had detailed the disappearances. It was horrifying.
Reading those entries was chilling. They described how the clown lured his victims by offering them a special performance. But none of them ever returned. We knew we had to be extremely careful.
We continued to search the room and found a hidden door behind one of the posters. Behind it was a narrow corridor leading into the darkness. We decided we had to find out what was down there.
The corridor led us to a massive door, which we found out was the dressing room.
It seems this is where the clown turned people into his friends, applying makeup to make them unrecognizable. This explains why no one ever returned. Those who left this room were completely transformed. Even their close friends and family couldn't recognize them. This is pure madness. I'm really nervous too. You never know what's waiting around the next corner, but I think this ramp might be our way out of this level.
Hold on, Labrador. We're taking off. Oh no, what is this darkness?
Hooray! We made it through this level. Thanks for being with us. Stay tuned. There's a lot more exciting stuff ahead. Hello, dear friends. Today we will be escaping from the evil dog head.
But we won't just be escaping. We need to help the mama cat find her kittens. There are 7 kittens in total.
Don't forget to like the video. Well, let's get started. She says there will be monsters waiting for us, but we already know who they are. Maybe they'll see us and think we're one of them.
I hope we don't find out the answer to that question from inside one of them. But that would be amusing.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
They came out so suddenly, I didn't expect them around the corner at all.
Look, we found a purple key on the ground. That means there's a purple hole nearby. I mean, a purple lock.
We found it. It seems there's a spawn point here for a reason. Let's go in.
Okay, it seems you're right. We need to do some parkour, but if we fall, we'll be eaten by the giant evil dog head.
It's interesting how she got in here, considering the doors are so small.
Oh no, we fell right next to her. Luckily, she's clumsy due to her size. It must be very cramped for her here. I don't think she was put here intentionally. She was probably born and raised here.
I even feel a little sorry for her. It seems she's never even seen sunlight. That's probably why her eyes are red.
Phew, we landed very lucky on another parkour element, so we won't have to go back far.
Yeah, Sheriff Labrador. Luck is one of the main factors in parkour.
It turns out this block falls too. It's fortunate that having good reflexes gives you a chance not to fall.
Reflexes are indeed good, but it seems like it was too slippery there to get a grip.
Yeah, I also wanted to say that I think luck is needed all the time. Not just in parkour, but in life in general.
Rightly observed, Labrador. We've already passed the parkour. Somewhere around here is the lost kitten.
Here he is. Poor thing, sitting in the cage and crying. We need to quickly take him back to his mama cat. He might be hungry.
It seems we're headed into this portal. It wouldn't be cool to go through the parkour again in reverse.
Here's your little one, mama cat. Try not to lose track of them again. Now, let's go find the rest.
I hope this time it won't be as scary to find the key.
I'm afraid, Dobie, they might have gotten even angrier and called their friends so we couldn't rescue the others.
Yeah, let's try going left. Maybe there are fewer of them that way.
Wow, a banana. Maybe it's also some kind of special key.
It looks like it's a lure in case we get hungry.
Oh no, run! There are so many of them that the screen is shaking as they run.
When will we find the key already?
Here it is, finally. We found the key in the door right away.
Oh no, be careful. Go around them along the wall.
We managed to slip through. It's a good thing we're so agile.
I think there's a bone parkour here. I'm afraid to find out whose bones they are from.
Why is there a bone on the left if you can just... I got it. It was a scam.
Labrador, usually when people say scam, they mean an online deception for money.
Well, Dobby, now I know. By the way, what if the bones are here intentionally and they knew we'd come and gnaw on them? Did they think it would be so easy to bait us?
Unlikely. I have only one question. Why did they dress us up as cats? What if they had seen that we were dogs? They wouldn't have been hostile towards us.
Unfortunately, we won't find out because it's impossible to take it off. It's stuck.
I hear some sounds too. We need to get to the source. Maybe it's hypnotism for the kitten.
Perhaps. Here's the source, the head of the evil dog. It seems to be a fake. And in fact, it's a speaker.
It's emitting very strange sounds, as if it's a signal for aliens or a call for other crazy dog heads.
Hooray! Come on, little kitten. We'll take you back to your mom now.
I wonder where the father of these kittens is.
I hope he's safe. And those weren't his bones there.
Here's another kitten. Only 5 left to find.
Let's keep going and search for the keys.
It seems like this isn't a key. Why do we need a toilet?
This is a teleporter. It's strange that it's in the toilet. Maybe we're in the sewer.
Judging by the fact that we just jumped into the water, that's true. Oh, look, it's the evil doghead fish. How does its head not tip over?
It seems we need to somehow navigate around these air currents so we don't get pulled up towards the dogfish.
Yeah, I see a spot where we can swim through. The main thing is not to rush and hold our breath well.
Oops, looks like she can swim. I thought she was just standing still.
Hey, Labrador, what do you think this place is, and how did we end up here?
I have no idea, Dobie. It's definitely weird. Why are Mama Cat's kittens locked up in cages guarded by the heads of evil dogs? And why do we need to go through all these trials to reach them?
It seems they chose us precisely because they know we're the best sheriffs. Maybe these dog heads were once ordinary, kind dogs, but something went wrong with an experiment, or they were intentionally made like this. But who and for what purpose could create such a strange place?
Perhaps it's the work of some mad scientist or a group of pranksters. Or maybe it's part of some larger experiment. Regardless, our priority right now is to figure out how to navigate through these challenges and rescue those kittens.
Agreed. It seems that each trial is designed to test our skills and problem-solving abilities. We'll save these kittens and uncover the mystery of this strange place.
Hold the kitten, let's go find the next one.
I hope they're okay and still alive after all this time. But I don't think kittens would taste good. Plus, they're small and bony.
Great, another key. The door must be nearby.
There it is. Hurry up.
All right, what's up this time? These trials are really exciting.
There is a lot of dirt and stones around. Are we underground?
Look, we stepped on some strange material and it disappeared right under our feet. Just hope there's no trap like in Minecraft when you dig below yourself.
I hope the kids aren't claustrophobic. Let's make the atmosphere a little less gloomy by telling the kids a story about how there was a feud between cats and dogs in town. But we managed to band together to prevent something terrible from happening. It was a tense time in our city. Dogs and cats were at each other's throats, constantly bickering and fighting over territory and resources. It seemed like there was no end to the animosity between them.
Indeed, Dobie. The situation was dire. The streets were filled with growls and hisses, and it felt like the city was on the brink of chaos. But then something unexpected happened.
One day, a series of mysterious disappearances occurred. Dogs and cats from all over the city were vanishing without a trace. At first, we thought it was just the usual conflicts escalating, but it soon became clear that something more sinister was at play.
We knew we had to act fast. Despite the long-standing animosity between our two species, we realized that we were all in this together. We couldn't let our differences divide us any longer.
So, we put aside our rivalry and joined forces to investigate the disappearances. Working together was challenging at first, but as we delved deeper into the mystery, we discovered evidence pointing to a common enemy.
Hooray! We saved a kitten! It turns out that a group of rogue animals, neither dog nor cat, was behind the disappearances. They were trying to sow discord among us, using our differences against us to further their own agenda.
But we weren't about to let them succeed. With the help of our fellow dogs and cats, we tracked down the culprits and put an end to their scheme. In doing so, we realized that despite our differences, we were stronger together.
How sneaky! There was an evil doghead waiting for us right behind the door. I'm very glad that now cats and dogs in our city no longer harbor hatred towards each other.
I completely agree with you. Look, we found a door and immediately found the key. Very convenient.
While we were looking for that door, we found another key. Since we found another door as well, let's go through this one.
Labrador, I just remembered another interesting story. I always love spending time in the forest, enjoying nature, and collecting mushrooms. One warm autumn day, I decided to go for a walk in the woods alone. Labrador was busy with city affairs, and I thought some solitude wouldn't hurt. As I walked along the narrow path, I relished the fresh air and the vibrant colors of the autumn leaves. Soon, I stumbled upon a clearing with magnificent white mushrooms, and I began gathering them into my basket. Suddenly, I heard a strange noise coming from deep within the forest and decided to check it out. As I got closer, the forest came alive. The tree branches seemed alive and were moving as if trying to grab me. In a panic, I started looking for a way back, but the path had disappeared. Gathering all my courage, I continued forward, hoping to find a way out.
Oh no, we made a mistake. We've been here before.
Suddenly, I stumbled upon a deep pit filled with water and saw a large bear heading towards it. I froze, not daring to breathe. While the bear drank, I slowly and quietly began to retreat. But one of the branches under my foot snapped, and the bear looked up, staring straight at me. My basket of mushrooms fell from my hands, and I ran. I dashed through the forest, avoiding branches, until I burst onto a familiar clearing where the path leading out of the forest began. My heart was pounding, but I kept running until I reached safety. When I finally emerged from the forest, I was exhausted, but happy to have avoided danger.
Very engaging story with an unexpected twist, Dobie. Thanks for sharing it with us. Well, we found another key and are hurrying to open the penultimate door. Let's hope everything's all right with the kittens.
I see him behind the glass wall. We need to figure out how to reach it.
It looks like we'll have to do some parkour on the rocks. By the way, it really reminds me of the floor is lava mode. Guys, be sure to check out the video about this mode on our channel.
I'd like to take this golden key and melt it down. It could fetch a pretty penny. Something tells me there's a spawn point here for a reason.
You're right, the evil dog ate us.
How I love my job. From the outside, it seems very difficult. To some extent, it is. But when the work is enjoyable for you, all the difficulties seem trivial. It's always fun when you have such a cool partner like you, Labrador.
Very kind words, Dobie, thank you. You're a great partner too. But it seems like this is the last kitten.
Old Mama Cat, never lose your kittens again. Our adventure is coming to an end.
Here we are, finally out of that dreadful place and having done another good deed. It feels so satisfying. Anyway, thanks to everyone for watching. Feel free to suggest more games for us to play in the comments. Like, subscribe, and check out our other videos.
Hello again, dear friends. This time, we're going to escape from a strange yet cute creature.
His name is Pom Pom Purin. Although he looks very cute, he harbors a deep hatred towards all living beings.
Let's quickly get out of our cell and give him a good beating.
Maybe we should sneak through unnoticed and act like real ninjas.
I'm not sure if we can pull off a stealth escape since, first and foremost, we are sheriffs.
Yes, we're sheriffs, but I think our job requires us to be capable of even more. Besides, we have experience from playing stealth games.
If we take that into account, we might actually succeed.
Dobie, do you remember how we played Hitman 3 last week? I never would have thought a game about stealth assassinations could be so captivating.
Oh no, he's right in front of us. We need to wait a bit until he turns around. Of course, Labrador, it was amazing. Acting stealthily and planning every move is just like our operations, but in a virtual world. I especially liked how you can use the environment to complete missions.
Yeah, like when you had to disguise yourself as a chef to sneak into the kitchen and tamper with the food. It's such a subtle approach, requiring attention to detail. Just like in real life when we conduct undercover operations.
Or when we had to disguise ourselves as security guards to gain access to restricted areas. It makes you think several steps ahead. By the way, do you remember that funny moment when you accidentally pressed the wrong button and dropped a chandelier on yourself?
Oh, how could I forget? I wanted to stage an accident for the target, but instead, the chandelier fell right on me. We laughed so loud that the neighbors later asked what happened.
Yeah, that was a classic moment. And do you remember when you tried to sneak into a locked room through the window and then accidentally fell into the pool?
Of course. I just wanted to avoid the guards, but didn't notice the pool below the window. Good thing it was a game and not real life. But in general, Hitman 3 is excellent training for our attention to detail and ability to think outside the box.
Agreed. Every time we play, I learn something new. Planning, analyzing the situation, and making quick decisions. All of this will come in handy in our real work. And of course, being able to laugh at our mistakes.
Absolutely. Next time we play, let's try to complete a mission without being detected once. It will be interesting to test our skills.
Great idea, Labrador. I'm up for a new challenge. Maybe this time I won't fall into the pool.
In the meantime, we managed to visit the mines beneath this prison. And right now, we're emerging from it.
It's not that simple. There's a Stone Age inhabitant blocking our path. We need to find a way to bypass him.
It looks like we need to go through here. Fortunately, he's wearing heavy old armor and moves quite slowly.
We need to be careful, since this was a dead end. He got very close. Plus, he's holding a torch, so we need to watch our tails.
Hooray! We managed to escape from him. It's strange that he's not following us further.
Maybe it's uncomfortable for him to climb the stairs in that clunky armor. Or perhaps he doesn't want to leave his usual spot.
Since we're talking about the medieval era, let me tell you about how our city almost returned to it. It was one of the strangest days of our careers. It all started when the city was hit by complete chaos. All electronics suddenly failed, and wires began to melt. We even saw our favorite gadgets smoking and sparking. People started panicking, and as it turned out, that was just the beginning.
Yes, Labrador, the situation was indeed critical. At first, we thought it was some sort of localized glitch. But when our communication devices started showing strange failures, it became clear this was more than just a technical hiccup. We then discovered that the signal was coming from space. Everything pointed to the fact that aliens had decided to interfere in our affairs.
We quickly realized that the aliens had sent a signal that disrupted all our electronics. The signal was causing all electronic devices to overheat and malfunction. We even saw satellites losing their course and connection.
Realizing that if we didn't stop this, the city might revert to a medieval level of technology, we decided to act. First, we needed to find a way to counter the alien signal. We reached out to our tech experts and scientists to figure out how to create an opposing signal.
We decided to send out a signal with the opposite polarity to neutralize the alien signal's effects. It was a complex plan, and we needed to quickly assemble the equipment to generate the signal. We found an old antenna and a few amplifiers that could help us with this.
Together with a team of engineers, we set up our equipment to emit a signal with the same frequency, but in the opposite polarity. We couldn't afford any mistakes, as it was risky. If the signal was too strong or misconfigured, it could cause even greater disruption.
When we started emitting our signal, we immediately noticed that the voltage in the power grid began to stabilize. Wires that had been melting began to cool down, and devices on the brink of failure started to recover. But most importantly, the satellites began to re-establish communication.
Gradually, the situation began to normalize. We managed to re-establish contact with space agencies and confirmed that our signal had been successful. The alien signal was neutralized, and our technology started working as before. The city was saved from reverting to medieval times.
Yes, it was a real victory for us. We once again showed that we can overcome any difficulties when we work together and use our knowledge. Now we can only hope that the aliens won't interfere in our affairs again. By the way, did you notice how huge this fan is? It's blowing with such force that it's pushing us forward at high speed. You know, Dobie, I was just thinking about what a brilliant invention the fan is. It's amazing how it helps us deal with the heat.
Absolutely, Labrador. I can't imagine how we would survive the summer without it. The fan is a lifesaver. You turn it on and instantly feel cooler.
Do you remember that time when all the fans in our town stopped working simultaneously? The heat was unbearable, and suddenly people were left without the simplest way to cool down.
Of course I remember. It was total chaos. All the fans suddenly stopped, and residents began pouring into the streets, trying to find any way to cool off. Some had battery-operated fans, but they were quickly snatched up.
Exactly. I remember people in the central square coming up with all sorts of creative solutions. Some set up makeshift showers with hoses, others placed large containers of cold water to soak towels.
And how about those who used huge blocks of ice? They brought them in on trucks and placed them on the sidewalks so that the cool air from the ice would help lower the temperature. It looked like some kind of strange festival.
And remember how the cafe owners started handing out free cold drinks and ice cream to help people cope with the heat? It was wonderful to see everyone come together in such a moment.
Yes, that was great. And I also recall how local engineers and technicians gathered to figure out what was wrong. They discovered that there was a failure in the main electrical grid that affected all the fans in the city.
And thanks to their efforts, they were able to quickly fix the problem. As soon as the fans were up and running again, the city literally breathed a sigh of relief. Everyone went back to their usual activities, and the squares and streets emptied.
That incident showed us how important the fan is in our lives. We often don't realize how much it helps us until we lose it. It's great that we have such simple yet ingenious inventions.
Absolutely right, Dobie. Fans are the true heroes of the summer. I hope we won't have such problems again, and all the fans will work without any issues.
Listen, there's another fan. Why are there so many in this prison? I thought prisoners were kept in harsh conditions to learn their lesson, but it turns out they live more luxuriously than the homeless.
I don't know why so much effort was put into the comfort of prisoners here, but I've heard that prisons in Switzerland are very well regarded. Perhaps they believe that harsh conditions won't correct a prisoner, but rather showing them that life isn't as bad as they think will help them realize their mistakes.
Labrador, we've been through enough of this prison. I feel like the final battle is approaching.
Wow, you guessed perfectly. You should go on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
I'll definitely think about your suggestion, but for now, we need to defeat this giant dog.
Let's finish him off quickly. He deserves it.
I think we don't have to finish him off. We can put him in another prison. Maybe we can still rehabilitate him.
Look, we need to shoot at his hands. That's the weakest part of his costume.
I think it's not a costume, but a giant robot. But who knows? Maybe Pom Pumperin really is inside it.
Look, we've almost got him. He has very little HP left.
Hooray! We finally did it. Now all the prisoners in this prison can be safely released.
Great job, Dobie. I knew we could do it. It's good that we were given a decent weapon. It turns out a food shooting cannon is very powerful.
Well, guys, I think we can consider that we've escaped from this prison, which means it's time to end our adventures for today.
Thanks for watching, friends. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Also, suggest in the comments what else we should play. See you soon!